There we go. Hello there. All right. Get a different song on. And clear my voice. Apparently I haven't spoke for a bit. There we go. Okay. I'll be honest, I haven't done anything about Venom 3. Review-wise, anyway. It wouldn't be the biggest surprise if it wasn't great reviewing, because I don't think any of them have been reviewed well, but audiences have liked them, so I think that's the main place to look. If audience reviews are low, then I'd be concerned. Let's do that. That I can believe. I mean, MJ, who's been popping in chat, they've really been hyped by Nolan. To be honest, I like the idea of it myself. But yeah, it does also feel like maybe we're just going cash grab a bit here. Yeah, the new ship's pretty good, Drafts. Let's do that. It feels a bit backwards, but the main issue's dealt with. Let's do that. Yeah, it felt a bit like that, I will agree. Like, who needs to worry about fleet balance when you've just got an OP ship? I mean, the one thing is, it's shaking things up a bit. We'll do that. Just keep punishing one around as long as we can. And we'll do that. Alright, spoil sport. Right, so whatever we bring in dies, so I'm just going to do IG. I'm hoping we've got enough here to clean up. Yeah, ideally we can get that out before it goes nuclear. Thank you. Alright, punishing one. Very good. Ugh, okay. Death mark. Just hang around, hang around. Oh. Ugh. Big sad. Yeah, I mean, I'm like Aranya. I know him from Marvel Snap, and that's kind of enough to give me a good grounding for what he's like. I mean, that's how comic book movies work in general. You're going to have an OP villain that they shouldn't be able to beat, yet they go and beat him. I think the formula's kind of set out there already. You know, I think if you had a villain who was like, oh, you know, easy takedown, it wouldn't make much of a movie, would it? Like, why were we thinking about this bozo? He's no threat. Okay, that feels alright. We've got the red contract. And like before, I am going to bring in Slave 1. I think that is the right one just for the fact that you get the counterattacks. Yeah, Celestial, I would assume, is along the lines of Arishem. We'll pull the assist. Much cleaner. At this rate, I'm not sure I'll be able to get to rank 1, but we're going to climb as high as we can. Just couldn't really afford that drop. I don't know why it reminds me of, well, at least that description, it reminds me of the demon in Doctor Who. I remember there was a line of dialogue in one of the 10th Doctor's episodes, something like, how can you exist before time? And he says, I existed before time and space and existence even existed, or something like that. And the Doctor goes, that's impossible. And he says, is that your belief? I can't remember the exact lines, but it was along that gist, and Gabriel Wolf was the voice actor for the demon, and he did a bang job doing it. I mean, I think he's in his 90s now, Gabriel Wolf, and I'll tell you what, he came back last year, this year, to do a voice in the show, and my God, he's still got the chops for voice acting. You know, if you want a bad guy with a really big presence, go and ask him to just record some lines and give him a very good paycheck for his services. Right, let's pop that there, and that's the win. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit concerned about my GACs today. Mainly my free-to-play. My opponent, they are a toughie, or they've got the potential to be a toughie. Saw Arnold's headline about it. I didn't watch the video, but I thought it's probably one of those where he just looks at the numbers, you know, the earning numbers, and he's seen a decline. Didn't bear much note to it other than that. I mean, if anything, I'd have thought the PC client could muck that up a bit. Yeah, I mean, the player base is probably decreasing in terms of players quitting. There's no denying that. It's not been a good year in that regard. I mean, number of guildmates I've seen leave, I'm like, yeah, this ain't good. So Crimson's opponent is attacking. They were about 700 before, now it's 1,000. Yeah, I mean, it's one of the main reasons I stepped away from an officer role where I am now, because I just didn't like the idea that I was not being useful in that regard. I mean, I know I've seen people on my streams, and, you know, if someone says I'm looking for a guild, I'll be like, yeah, sure, you know, have a look. But other than that, I don't feel very good in the recruitment stakes. So, yeah, I thought I'd rather not. It's really such a big focal point right now. Especially try and bring in new blood. You know, I only turned Discord off, like, you know, I minimized it about, what, 5 minutes ago? Or whenever I started the stream, so more like 20 minutes ago now. And I've already got a bunch of red dots. I'm like, how the hell have they all appeared? Yeah, I can't say I like the idea of reaching out to people. I mean, it's like my opponent today. I want to drop him a DM because I think there's a good possibility they're a competitive-ish player. I don't know how competitive, but relatively competitive. There's that bit of me that just wants to have, say, GGs or, you know, whatever in terms of the GAC result. But I don't know how anyone would try and then broach recruitment. I'm not talking about my opponent here, by the way, but just in general. You know, the idea of... I've seen people do that in the past where they DM someone after a GA and say, but by the way, would you be interested in joining my guild? And I'm like, you cheeky bloody beggar. Never happened to me, I'll admit, but, you know, I've heard other people happen, and I'm like, yeah, don't do it, it's tacky as all hell. Plus, guild officers don't particularly like it. Yeah, I think we've got a few officers in there. I mean, I think I'm in there, but I haven't actually looked at the server for a while. Definitely a solid place to get an idea of what's going on. What's new? Must be a bit awkward if someone's desperate. You know, I mean, it's flattering, but it must also be a bit awkward as far as, you know, do I really want this? I mean, the thing that keeps coming to my mind is, if someone was looking for a guild, they'd go out and reach out. You know, it's like, say an opponent I was facing sent me one, I'd be like, I haven't said I'm looking for a guild, so why would you ask me? You know, it feels weird doing it unsolicited. Oh, I mean, considering how active you are there, I'm not too surprised to hear that. You know, as far as I can imagine, there'd be someone who'd be thinking, oh, you know, you should be in a better guild. You know, even if you're in a good guild, they'll be saying better. You know, I am not surprised at that. It can't hurt to ask, but I think there's always that thing of essentially making your guild look a bit tacky. You know, a bit like not being respectful. I know once upon a time we did have people like joining our Discord server only to ask if we'd be looking to have members join them. And I'm like, you honestly think you can go into someone's server and actively recruit? Like, come on. You know, those types of guilds surely never kick off. Like you've got your foundations built poorly. I've said this about Swaggo, right, that there are days when there's so little to do, and this is one of them. You know, it's like, ideally, I'd have loads of things to be doing whilst waiting for these fleet battles, but I am genuinely just sort of plodding along today. Remarkable. Yeah, I mean, everyone obviously had the first... Yeah, it was our first TW, wasn't it, with Punishing involved, and it was surreal in that regard because we just saw a wall of them, and thankfully we actually won because our fleet defensials had a lot on defense, but it isn't that fun to see. I mean, with our TW, it got to the point where we were just like, just score as many banners as you can, and hopefully one of us will just struggle. Which is what happened. You know, all they had to do was clear one fleet and they would have won, but they just couldn't get through a profundity. Which to me also suggests that because they put everyone's executors on defense, they were then struggling for their own counters. Yeah, at this point, I'm really hoping that Red 5's come to the rescue. Ooh. There we go. Yeah, I can imagine when it's these last-minute losses, it really stings. I don't feel like we've had one ourselves for a while, but yeah, just that idea of you so close yet so far. I mean, I actually did alright personally. This TW very heavy on defense. You know, and to a degree, I feel bad about it because I can imagine there are people like, come on, can you do more, JJ? And I'm like, well, let me just show you this. Here we go. These are the stats. Tamin was top in the guild for, like, getting holds. I had stopped 9 first attacks, 6 second attacks, and then 5 more additional attacks after the second. So that was a lot of holds I got on there. And then Crimson got 5, 2, and 3. So, you know, it wasn't like I was doing nothing in TW. It's just, I feel like a lot of my work was in the defense zones rather than the offense zones. And I don't mind that. You know, I've said it before, I'm not really a TW guy, so I'd rather be doing something like that where I'm contributing in a different way. But even yesterday, as soon as I got a ping saying, all right, we're a bit close, I did try and put a bit of effort in. I thought, all right, maybe I can take out a Lord Vader with my Dabba Bulba or something. You know, and you just try and chip away at things just to get every banner you can. Yeah, I mean, I think in principle it's a solid idea avoiding the North Warp. I think if you've got every fleet in your guild, you know, like you've got your Leviathan sorted, you've got your Profs, your execs, you've got 50 of them, fair play, you know, you can do what you want almost. But I think if you haven't got all of them sorted, it's probably just as wise going, what do you call it? Probably just as wise going south so that you can at least get the bans for characters and then work your way to fleet. Yeah, I can imagine a bit of that. I mean, again, this is where I have sympathy for what you said about the counters being screwed up. I did try and take some punching one execs out yesterday, and I'm trying to remember exactly what I used. I did try finalize it, and I just couldn't get enough momentum with the fleet. It's like I got stuck early on. Obviously they were triple attackers, so I got stuck early-ish trying to get Xanadu Blood. I know it'd be like, why Xanadu Blood? Well, it was kind of that, or oh, sorry, it wasn't that. It was IG 2000. Sorry, take that back. So yeah, it was the idea. All right, I'm going to treat this like I would the normal finalizer versus triple attacker. So punted on IG 2000, try and just whittle it down. But yeah, by that point, punching ones had enough time to do some damage. So it's just hard to do anything because if you don't get IG 2000 out, you haven't even got a basis for a cleanup. Yeah, I think Fleet is definitely a very important game mode to try and learn, but it's also a place where people will fail. I mean, add in the fact that not everyone will have Scythe, because a lot of people will have either not farmed Inquisitors. I mean, granted, maybe a bit different for someone like yourself around you, I'm pretty sure has probably got a guild full of Ravers, but there might be some in mine, for instance, who haven't. So yeah, it's like, you're kind of stuck then because you haven't got the Chimera counter, so you're then thinking, right, what's next? And you're probably looking at Prof. Maybe the Punching One Executor, which, like I said, we had ours on defense, or yeah, it gets a bit messy. if they raise it to 5 cost, it kills the card, in my opinion. I think that would be a bad call. First thing on Reddit. If that's true, can't say I get it. Heimdall didn't need the power, he needs more flexibility. Just him only being able to move to the left will not help him. That is just a meaningless buff. That nerf will kill the card again just for the fact that it's like playing it on turn 5, yeah, it means you can play Infinite without worry, but yeah, that is still very costly. You know, you'd need to essentially make it a 5/10 to make it worthwhile. And again, that's just so you can play Infinite or Giganto or something that's got restriction. Kingpin, I mean, fair play, it'll help. Rocket Raccoon was probably getting played the most this week because of Toxin, so why you buff it, I don't know. Legion, I know it's been played with War Machine, and it's been played a lot in High Voltage, but I still don't get why you'd nerf it like that. If anything, I felt like it might have benefited from buffing, just so that it can be played outside of these War Machine decks. Scarlet Spider, I agree, Force Fix is probably a little bit better. And Corvus, I felt needed a buff of some sort, but I didn't expect that. I mean, that's a fair comment. Corvus can now safely discard both Luke Cage and Death in your hand, leaving Hala untouched. Yeah, and I agree there. The Legion nerf with the War Machine change is overkill. Yeah, I find that very, very awkward. Well, it's not even that they've made Corvus like Hellcow. They've essentially made him like Hellcow, but targeted. You know, at least Hellcow was random, even though generally by that point you could essentially just discard whatever's in your hand without fear of it being Hala. Corvus has still got that flexibility. As long as you've got Death in your hand, you can use Corvus. I don't get it. It's been funny because I've been using a deck with Corvus in it, but when I've got a hand and I'm thinking, right, I've got Dracula, I don't like playing Corvus because I'm like, I know I'll lose Dracula. Either that or I'll lose MODOK or just something important. So in principle for traditional discard, it's actually a good buff. I do like that. But when you consider Hala, that is a very big buff to Hala after you've just nerfed her. I don't know. I think there's some OTAs where it wouldn't hurt if they just reached out to the community and said, right, we're thinking of doing this, tell us what you think. You know, because it could be that they would get feedback saying this sounds a bit OP. Well, it doesn't really need saying. I'm not the best bounce player. I find it slightly tricky making sure you get the cards out at the right time. So I can't say I've had a positive experience with Toxin, but I think it is just down to the look of the draw I've had when trying it. Like, I think I gave it a good go on not on Tuesday, sorry, on Wednesday, and yeah, it wasn't great. I think I was struggling to win a game with it, but again, it could just be how the cards were falling for me. I don't think it's a bad card. I think it's just sometimes you can have these matches where people are just basically saying screw bounce. And that's like foul for me, you know, it's like every time I was trying to play it, it's like, oh, we've got something that's disrupting me, you know, it's like, I mean, I've actually been playing Sarah Control. That's got a pretty nice feel to it right now. Yeah, just a bit of Shadow King taking all the power off cards. It's what you got Red Guardian in there to take out, say, Dracula's. Pretty nice. Yeah, Cosmo as well. I haven't got the control deck, but Cosmo will definitely disrupt a lot of people. I mean, I did Sarah Control and Conquest, and I got an infinite ticket with it. We've got 8 minutes here. I'm just going to launch it because if anything, I didn't get me freebies this afternoon, but I can show you that deck. Yeah, Conquest on Monday. I'd say don't remind me, but I hadn't forgot. Yeah, I think Cosmo and Alive with good control dials for high voltage. You know, if you didn't want people just doing crazy shenanigans, they were a good way to stop it. But yeah, this is the one I was trying to run. Let me move my cam. There we go. I'm going to say, it feels like those three are pretty much the ones you have to put in. Nico as well, I'd argue you have to. Toxin I've put in, obviously, because brand new. Shadow King, I thought to be honest, I did net deck this, but I could see the logic in it, in the sense that essentially you're doing that to counter other bounce decks. Then I feel like it's this end that kind of struggles a little, because you've obviously got your discounters, but yeah, that is the challenge. Try and make sure you don't play it on your buffed lane. But yeah, this is the Sarah deck I've been running. You know, it's just got so much going for it. You know, obviously Shadow King again, Invisible Woman, just hide a Killmonger behind it. US Agent for any of these big cards that are being played down. It's just got some really nice things for it. Red Guardian. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm surprised Agent Venom didn't get nerfed, but I'm not asking for it either, because I feel like it's the flavor of the card. You want it to have power. So I think if you nerf it too heavily, yeah, a bit awkward. I know, you come on at an interesting time, Kit. But yeah, you see, for me that just... Alright, say you buff Iron Man to 3 power instead of 4 power. It's still a 3 power Iron Man. You know what I mean? Plus, you could argue it makes him better in a Bast build, if you like. Because I think that's one of the things that I found awkward with the Bast, as far as, say you've got Claw in the deck. You know, you're basting the Claw and reducing that power, and it's like, I know it's only 1 power on it, 8 power ongoing, but it still feels wrong to hit it. So it's like, I mean, I've had a couple of good ones lately, Osprey, but you know my luck with that counter, so GG's, man. I only got 1 battle left. I think I have to. Yeah, I'm probably poorly modded for it. And it's weird. I've obviously farmed the shards for the Night Sisters. It's just having a moment where I can gear them, or relic them even. That's the bit that bothers me. add in the fact that we've got someone like Acolyte. You know, I just keep trying to remember to pick her shards up every now and again. Where's this popping up? Here we go. Just want to have a look, see if I've put a photo in my files. Not exactly. Oh, hey up, Ada, how you doing? You see, I want to edit Sorry, I've just had the stream marker on Twitch when I didn't need to. I accidentally did something on Discord yesterday, right? I was trying to show that I was on top of things. And on my phone, I saw a sticker I'd used previously in the text message. I didn't realise, though, that it was that size. So, yeah, I suddenly just had a weird... to everyone. I thought it was just going to be a little thing that came at the bottom of the line. So, yeah, the weird thing is, though, I want to actually use it for, like, a Twitch emote, but it's going to just take half an hour to bloody do if I try and do it now. I'm going to try and put it in my emotes. I bet. I mean, I could Photoshop it, but it'll just take longer than I would like. Go on, let's do it this way. Because you see, I don't know what it is for Android. I'm assuming Android I've got it because Android have everything. But it's a case of I'm looking and thinking, when I see a photo, I can like long press an image now and just like cut the background out. Brilliant for making thumbnails. But, yeah. What's this one called? Is 1669? Ah, if I'd scrolled, that would have been alright. Have I just saved that for my photos? Yeah, I have. Alright, great. No worries, Kit. Go and have a... Well, go and enjoy work. Try and enjoy work. I'll catch you around later, man. Let's do this. But I try not to do things like that on stream because I'm like, I know I'm being an ignoramus. I mean, yeah, you're a big Shadow stan, aren't you, Ada? Okay. Ability block, alright. Let's do that. Alright, don't like this. Oh. Okay, we're getting some control back here. Yeah, let's get a stun. Executor will okay, I thought it would reinforce, so that's actually better. Get some turn meter. Offense up. That's not doing anything. Yeah, I couldn't remember. Alright, we got Razor Crest at least. Can we stun it? I mean, Executor takes a turn, I don't think it matters, but... we're just stuck behind the immovable Hound's Tooth. I assume you mean in the counter, Aranya. Certainly got a different flavour, Executrix. Why can't I reinforce? Oh, yeah. Alright. I know I'm burning crystals, but I won't get this counter nailed as much as anything. Go on, let's just put 2 in just to play it safe. I know, like I say, I know I'm losing crystals from net, but I might as well just try and nail this counter. I'm wondering if I went the wrong way and I should be focusing on punching one more than I was. Alright, punching one down. Okay, so we get the stun. We'll do that just to get the buffs off Houndstooth that we can remove. Maybe that will help? Bow's ability block, they're not bad. If they stick. All right, come on. I mean, this is like giving them the contract. That's why it's very frustrating. Thank God for that. Perfect timing. Right. That was just worth it for practice, I think. Alright, we'll go for second. Just chill there. Alright, that wasn't misplay because I wasn't meant to ability block that. I was meant to ability block Razor Crest. Alright, take all the buffs off. Perfect. Alright, let's get a hit there. Okay, definitely feels better. I don't feel like it's the worst at this point. I know I lost the first one, but that is the thing that surprised me most. When I read the kit for Punching One, it felt like a hard counter to the defender. Yet, it doesn't feel like it's been affected that much. Yeah, and that makes a lot more sense. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't want them to fix it, but I know they will. They'll probably fix that before getting Dagger fixed. Okay, we can cope with that. So it's safe to say that won't do well on defense for me, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, sorry, what, I didn't say it clearly, but that is what is happening, yes. It's like... Play me throat. It's like blue 6 and me Fleet Shard there. He's starting Dagger for that reason. You know, he knows it's going to make the Punishing One harder to win, so I get it. I mean, the only thing I can assume is that they're going to do something with Dagger where if there's a Sith Assassin in reinforcements, it gains turn meter, or gives out turn meter or something. Might not even be with Sith Assassin in the reinforcements, but they're essentially going to just sub in the mechanics so that there's a reason to do that. The thing that gets me about all of this, they must have known they were working on Punishing One for a long time. I mean, I'm sure someone said, oh, hang on, I'm thinking of Marvel Snap there. But, you know, they worked months and months in advance. Although, I don't know how at some point they didn't test Leviathan. That's the thing that is still getting to me. You know, because people joke saying, oh, we're the testers, and the thing is, stuff like that makes you think it might not be far wrong. You're kind of looking at CG and saying, come on, prove us wrong here. Yeah, but surely they have the internal stats as well and know what the most common Leviathan lineup is. I mean, we know it. The whole thing just makes you laugh because they've ended up creating more work for themselves. Maybe. I mean, I'm trying not to be cynical. I mean, yeah, for sure. That definitely seems like the add-up as far as the new Punishing one would be good, so it made it so that it was more whaley thing to go for. You know, that I can completely believe, and I'm not being cynical there. I think that's just logical. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing. There are a lot of things that slip through the cracks. I think the question is how deliberate it would have been. I don't think... my gut says it wasn't deliberate, but it doesn't look good for him. I mean, think about the raid, how you got the B1 glitch for a while. They didn't know about B2 lead being better. And I'm genuinely curious what they thought was the best droid team, or the best separatist team. I can only assume they were thinking people would do Darth Maul lead with the droids, and as soon as people were like, oh, hang on, B2 works better, you know, I don't know. It just seems confusing. When they're testing these things, they must be able to go, all right, we've got a... you know, an account full of Relic 9s here so we can test the mechanics. But I assume then they've also got one full of Relic 8s, one full of Relic 7s, 5s, 3s, 1s, etc. You know, and surely they could test these things to see if they work well. Yeah, I saw in Gerbil's video that the protection disruption hadn't been fixed. No, they didn't buff it. Yeah, pretty much exactly what Osprey said. I mean, it's actually funny because you use him in the raid and you think, you know, there is something there and to make him good. But just a shame he isn't good. Add in the fact that Datacron he had a while back and you think, okay, that was obviously way overpowered, but again, you think it is possible to make him a good character. It's just they need to work it out how they want to do it, if they ever choose to. Yeah, I can't believe that. Oh, but it's not by chance the two of you both said that. Okie doke. I'm glad Fleet's done. It was not something I was looking forward to in today's stream, I'll be honest. Not because of punishing one or anything, but I saw, like, with an hour to go before I started, that I was way behind on Crimson. I'm like, oh. So, I'm glad that's all done. I don't mind a little climb. How I view it, if I've got a little climb, it gives me a chance to say hi to people who are just coming in, kind of thing. You know, I can warm up. But when you've got to go from 20 odd, it's like... Right, let me just in and out of battle. I mean, it's possible I had to shift the profundity out. Although I was still dropping to 20s with profundity, so, you know, before punishing one. Alright, Grand Arena. So, I didn't actually show it, but I went 3-0 on my main last week. Oh yeah, last week. And I went 2-1 on my free-to-play. So, good week. We'll take that. I'm curious if we're going to get punished for it, though. I feel like Crimson's got a tough one, as I've said. But let's just check Pemon, because I did look at it, but I think Crimson's caught my eye more. Here we go, Mara Jane. Now, Rebel Force Kashyyyk. And I remember the Rebel Force alliances. I'm just curious if I'm imagining this is a big, like, I'm wondering if there's a big name in here. Not that I can see. But like I say, I've heard of the Rebel Force group. Certainly made it interesting when I saw it. But yeah, we're behind on GP by about 1 million. 285 to 327 Zetas, so only a little bit really. One ahead on the Omicrons, 3 behind GLs, no surprises. In fact, you look at the rest of the week, everyone else has got all the GLs. They probably see me in the bracket and go, oh, how's this guy here? Relic units 206 to 230. Gear 11, why am I talking about Gear 11s? I never do Gear 11s. Relic Fires 166 to 211, so we're a bit behind there. Now, the mods 79 to 50, 246 to 227, 394 to 522. We're ahead, but then fall behind. Yeah, I saw Scribe put one out about Prof versus Punishing One. That was pretty decent in terms of explaining how to use it as a Hail Mary. They've re-rolled more Datacrons than I have. And at this point, I'm not expecting to be missing anything, because at that GP level, you've usually got everything. So speeds, wow, that is a fast Echo, 366. That's a very fast Gideon as well, 360. A very fast Dooku as well, 341. Wow. Okay. We'll see how it plays out. By the way, 366 Cat as well. But I did do a little prep work for this, and this is what we're expecting. It may be different, obviously. We're expecting a Qui-Gon, Gas, Jabba, Traya, Queen Amidala, Rey, Mon Mothma, Boss Nass, Trench, Leia, and Finn. So let's see how much of that is true. Okay, front wall's cleared. They did drop on... Let me just move my camera. They did drop on my Leia. That's good to see. No drops on the front though, so Mon Mothma didn't get a hold, Finn Zori didn't, DTMG didn't, and Rey didn't. Anything at the back though? No attempts. So they're essentially waiting. Anything in fleet? No fleet attacks. I've altered my fleet a little bit. I did get confused the other day. I was talking to one of my guildmates, Malmada. I said I was going to take Leviathan off defense, but I figured let's keep it as it is because we've got the dagger in the starting lineup. But I have taken Executor off defense. I figure let's try and make sure that we got it as an offensive tool if we need it. It's that little thing of with the shift meta changing, you'd rather have options to counter versus flooding things on defense. Oh yeah, it's definitely a weak negotiator. I haven't got Marauder built up. Okay, so Jabba, Gas, Malgus, and Qui-Gon. So let's just swap that out. Yeah, if anything, unless someone took their own Leviathan, then it was going to be harder. And the thing is, if they're taking their own Leviathan in, then it's a case of, well, you earned that because then I haven't got to face it. So, Rey Ben with Han and Chewie and Nest. We've got Leia, we've got Mon Mothma, Queen Amidala. I think that's about... Oh, hang on. Gungans... No. There we go. That might be it. That might be it. So we can still shift things around. We've got Slacker for that. Malgus is a bit funky. I do see if they've got a tank revive on it. Yeah. That's frustrating. Alright, that's something. They've got Luthencron instead of Powcron, so that actually might alter my plan a little bit. Because I was going Raver that just because I thought, even though I've not used Raver yet, I thought, okay, let's try her out there. But maybe it's easier doing another counter. Let me just check. It's Luthen, Kyle, HRS, and Kara. So Raver's 100% back against that. So if we got another option. I'm liking the look of that, 83% for Adrad. So I think we swap that to there and do Adrad here. I think that should be fine, because then if Seer is at the back, which I doubt because that got a bit messed around, then we could Malgus that. JML's kind of flexing on French there. I don't feel like we need that. But yeah, I like how that looks. Alright, let's get this party started. Here's a question, do I need a Datacron? Because I know Nest can cause issues. Hmm. Okay. So that's the good one, quote unquote. Riposte? I mean, is that needed? I mean, Taran gains riposte anyway. Can't remember where from, but... Maybe we just go for one of these generic ones up here. The middle one. Couldn't remember which one it was, but I figured there'd be something. Let me just have a look for stats. So we got one with defense. No. Oh, hang on. Yeah, we have to. Although that is a really nice chunk of defense. I think we go for that. I mean, that is a load of defense, but we get some nice bumps there as well. My thought process is I want to make sure that these three are doing as little as they can against me. Alright, let's just base it there. We'll throw some rocks. Let's stun ban. Do that move. Couldn't think of anything fun to say for that. Okay. Yeah, not gonna lie, this doesn't feel great. Are you talking about the Ray there, Nicholas? Hey, I do get jitters quite easily. I really need to get that critic immunity off Ray. Oh. Okay. It's that inspiration that's really concerning me. There we go. Get rid of that. One. Okay. Yeah, that's the issue. Let's do that. One. Got that down. Alright, now I'm feeling alright. Okay, I was hoping for a bit better there. Okay. Never mind my concerns. Gonna say just rocks deal damage to everything. Okay, Slacker. First order. 1, 2, 3, 4. Attack again. And cross your fingers and toes for me, I guess. I mean, GG's on that, Nicholas. Saw Arnold talking about that the other day, about how it's shrunk that much. I mean, I've been feeling it a little bit in Kaiba 2 and 3. I feel like I've been dropping quite easily. But, yeah, I wouldn't have thought it'd be getting as bad as it seems to be. Alright, one down. cleanse. Alright, I wish I hadn't used that there, but oh well. Hopefully we've got enough here. Poke. Basic. Two turns, I'll take it. Let's do that. We'll do that. All right. I'm just glad that's down. That was not nice. Here we go. So, Leia was a problem, but you also waste a lot of teams in round one. Not anymore. Queen will support Datacron one shot. This is the thing for me. I've never thought of using Queenie on offense, but I imagine she's doing really well. You know, I bet there are a lot of things she's beating quite comfortably. Oop. It feels like it's become sort of mandatory to expect a Queenie on defense. Yeah. For sure, I can imagine it. Alright, Mace did very little there. Yeah, I can understand the logic. I mean, there you go, 65. Alright, Mon. Adrad. I was actually impressed in TW that you can use this Cron to beat Raze. Really showed how well it can do. Right, let's do that. Yeah, Kara's doing a job. Right, that blows. It'd be really nice if we could splash damage Mon out of here. At this rate, I don't think we get a bleeding turn. Alright, we actually get a turn. I know, it's weird. And Kyle comes back, and everything we've done so far is undone. Saying that, with all those exposures, you'd like to think we've got a chance against Kyle. We can get an AoE. Look at all... he had 39 stacks of exposed then. All it takes is one turn.
There.
Right. I think we have to call this a bad one. I'm not going to take a chance here. I think we just give it a bit of respect. I don't know if you mean just in that battle or the whole round, but I'd say we've still got a chance in the round. Certainly not writing us off yet. I got ETH. It's not really worth it, is it? There's a... Yeah, it's not worth it. I don't think you could argue Cam being on any team would make it worse. Come on, let me take a friggin' turn. A turn. Thank you. Alright, I want that passing to Hoda. Yeah. Just that turn again then was absolutely ridiculous. I mean, look at that. Yeah, just mark HRS. I won't be able to hit him. Put that on JML. Base it there. Switch stances. We'll switch to Al, I guess. Basic. Just do that. Right, come on. Give that to Cal. Give that to Jamal. Oi, 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 oi. I should have put that on Jamal, but oh well, too late now. Yeah, just get rid. That was absolutely horrendous. The fact that I feel justified taking JML in, that is bad. Alright, bit of a change at the back. Trench is not there, Seer is not there, and Finn is not there. Yeah, power would have made it more annoying for sure. Okay, so let me bring this back over here. I feel like that is a fairly straightforward decision. So is that. But then we're in the funky spot of what to do with Traya. Like, I'm really annoyed I wasted Adrad now. I mean, could Starkiller do Traya? .17% win rate with Juhani. .27.21 with Old Ben. Yeah. I could believe that. Maybe we can get to a 2-shot, it'll be worth it. Alright, I think for now, let's focus on the north wall. We'll come back to that. So... just mulling over what we've got. Let's hope so, Nick. Let's hope so. Scoundrel. 1, 2, 3. If in doubt, send the droid. Just a few RNG factors to take in then. Yeah, I can't ignore taunts. Let's just see if we can splash damage layer out. Cool. Cool. I know this requires B2 and not really Magna, but Magna does certainly help a little bit. But what I will say it makes me feel vindicated farming Aphra. You know, whenever I'm struggling on Crimson because I have to use Night Sisters, I'm like, at least I haven't got to deal with that here. One thing I would say, I just wish there was a better 2. You know, I think if Aphra could have a dedicated pair to go with the main droids, it would be really nice. You know, make you feel like you're not stealing from GG. But arguably, you don't need GG as much nowadays, so is it really that much of a loss? Alright, 64. Tell you what, I won't get my Raver battle out of the way. Just in the sense that it's Raver's debut. He deserves a moment to shine. I don't need a Kron, do I? Yes? That's a fair point. We'll go for that. Let's shut Malgus up for a minute. Let's just go here, man. Alright, 1 down. Right, 1 down. Yeah, it's not feeling too good right now. I'm not going to deny that. It's stung that 7th Sister got knocked out so early. Not to mention, we're not getting a death mark or anything like that. Yeah, so we lose ground here. Surely. There it goes. I mean, am I missing something in terms of Deathmark? Right, I saw before that it had a win rate, otherwise I wouldn't have gone in with it. But obviously it's not that good. Honestly, because I saw it got a win rate. Yeah. I mean, we've got Bastler out. I suppose we can bank it for the banner, but this ain't good. I didn't do anything like that. It was pretty much just top of the list, if you like. Well, here we go. Yeah. I don't know where I saw it. Maybe I saw it on Bit Dynasty's website. No, apparently not. I don't know where I saw it then. That's really irritating. On paper, it does make sense. But yeah. Yeah, I'm really boned now because I do not have a Malgus counter. So I think I've got to prioritize this wall. Make sure we get through. Yeah, I can't say I know why I thought that would work. I need well, I feel like I need Malgus for the bat wall. We need to beat a DTMG and Treya. Yeah. The thing is, they've got 2 walls open anyway, so really we need to try and maximize as many walls open as we can, or as many clears. It's where I think this is actually over. I just think there's too much going against me here. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, we lost Kanan. Well, that was bad. Okay, back to the top, I guess. I've been in Kaiba 2 for ages, Aranya. I don't need a welcome. Yeah, that I can believe. I mean, I think a 3-0 was a bit flattering last week. Yeah, K2. I've had one very short stint in K1 a while back, but K2 and K3 are pretty much where I make my mark. Yeah, Relic at 8 Gungans with a support Kron. Not too surprising that Phoenix struggled. Might have been one of them situations where another tank other than Kanan might have been better. Alright, one down. Yeah, right now it just feels like I'm taking turns between who I hit. Or who I dispel, I should say. How are you doing, Ada? I'm not sure if I had a clean option outside of that. A clean option for that Malgus without trying something like this. The fact that I ended up trying Raver on it, I think, shows where my head went. Felt like I was low on options. I mean, they shouldn't kill me, that's a positive. Yeah, not exactly the most compelling of gameplay. Only reason I'm not autoing Exo is I want to try and manage healing immunity with Malik. Just wish Malgus didn't take so many turns. Oh, when I say so many turns, I mean like his basic goes basic, basic, basic. It's like, come on, just take a break. Worst bit is actually, now I think about it, they've got the tank revive Kron. That was the whole reason I didn't go in with JK Cal. And I think that is why I was thinking Raver, because if I could land Deathmark, but obviously lack of cleanses screws that. Go on, we'll bank it. Yeah, my thoughts went to Bounty Hunters. The issue is I need some to clean this up now then. I'm thinking maybe droids. Yeah, that's the trouble. Yeah, it is over. I've got smugglers, maybe I could use them. Oh, I haven't got smugglers. I just want to put them on offense. Maybe just Starkiller. Okay, so that got rid of all the foresight. Alright, Old Ben doing a solid job then. Okay. Right, that is clean upable, so we can use bounty hunters here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, it ain't pretty, but it'll do it. Yeah, Daze is nice. Right, we're basic. Just throw some more thermals down. Basic. Ugh. Come on, Grief. Land of Daze. That's it. Ideally, we get that. There we go. And... Whoop. We got CLS for this. And then I don't know what we're going to clean up the Qui-Gon with, but there should be something reasonably small. But yeah, I think we're just stuffed when it comes to the rest. I mean, yeah. No Kron. I'm gonna say gas stands up. Yeah, Gas had got it in for Haunt there. Maybe he heard he'd married his daughter and thought, not on my Nelly. There we go. Can't say I really know what would be a good option here. I've got like Night Sisters in my head. Well, I think I said that before you typed at Osprey. Okay, let's just try and get Anakin under control. Dispel all that guff. Okay, bit of a slogfest right now, but just try and get as many banners as I can. How are you doing? By the by, Eth's a really dirty boy. Certainly an underwhelming debut for Raver. I don't know what is getting me more right. I don't know where I saw the win rate for Raver, because I wouldn't have just put it in without checking it. Because again, I've not used Raver before, so I'm not going to just randomly think, oh yeah, that'll work. So I'm sure I researched it, but for the life of me, if I'd have seen 30 odd percent or 3% or whatever the number was, 3%, I wouldn't have gone anywhere near it. So I honestly don't know what happened. That's what's irking me more right now. I'm thinking, what led me to believe that would work? Yeah, maybe that. Maybe. I mean, this is one of the things about researching late in a round. I think it was like an hour before defense locked in. So it could have just been that I didn't look properly, but still it irks me because I'm like, I'm not usually that sloppy. Right, go figure that's there. I can't remember exactly, but it would have been good enough for, you know, actually go for it. Yeah, it could have been that. Let's give this a go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think it must have just been a complete set of coincidences, if you like, that just happened to confuse me. All right, now why not this time? Can't reinforce. You guys just saw that, didn't you? I've got all Empire, I've got TIE Advance starting. Surely I should be able to reinforce. Oh, fuck. Goodness sake. I didn't bloody see that Yen died. Ugh. Right, well at this point I'm just topping up Scythe, just try and keep it in the battle for a bit longer, but I think it's already been decided this isn't good. Alright, let's do that. Oh yeah, I'm sure it's everyone's favourite. So, Vader's dead. They meet her up, why not? I am gonna hit over there. That's why it's out in the open. Yeah, of course that would happen. We can do that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Just stop them taking turns. Ideally, I want punching one out. This is going to do Jackal, but bend it. Up Scythe, I guess. Ugh. Okay, base it there, gets rid of IG. No point doing the Dispel. Alright, this got to be Slave 1, yeah. Let's just do that. Now we do the Dispel. Yeah, let's just stop that taking a turn. I do agree for what it's worth. I think we got let off a little bit. Ooh. Hanging in that. Okay. 62, bleeding now. So let's do Prof. Yeah. Okay, so we can do a basic, but that's all. So let's send that there. Okay, brilliant RNG. Wiggle. Yeah, that sucks. I know that the kit had a load of anti-crit mechanics. It's in that big long section in the unique. Right, Biggs is doing an okay job here. Oh, come on, you're kidding me. Still short. So they get their ults. Maybe... I don't know. Maybe we can clean up with Exacta. How did they not ult? Oh, they've got a turn before Prof. They still win. Well, everyone's got foresight, so I'd rather get rid of that. So this is clean upable with Exacta. And it does vindicate taking it on offense. I think punching one was never going to make it more fun, let's say that. Even before the kit, it would have been a surprise if it had suddenly made it nicer. I just hope now we survive the opening salvo. Okay, that's good. Let's get there, call Xanadu. And so the sarcasm is strong with this one today. Alright, that's fine. That is all fine. Could be a counter involved here. Cool. Let's do that. Got this image in my head of someone saying to you, can you please point on the doll where someone hurt you? And there'd be like a little toy in the hand of the doll of punishing one. Okay, that's not bad. Okay. Cleanup's a cleanup. And we still got Radis to deal with this. I've said it before, you're a rare breed in that regard, Osprey. Yeah, I mean, Balin's due this week, isn't he? Oh, like, I thought it was this week. It's next week, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's something everyone's been asking for lately. Okay. Can we do something there? Thank you. Sorry about the outbreak, folks. I didn't see it coming. Once again, I say it when no one could hear me if they are in an ad. I've just got sloppy timing with it. Alright, we got through. Alright, so I forced them to go through a 3/4. Question I've got now, is there anything I can do here? Not necessarily on Gungans, but on any of these. Yeah, that's the short answer. I think the long answer is hell no. Yeah, I think I've just got to call it a day there. I mean, I think where that's won and lost for me is the fact that I haven't got Executor on defense, so I am really reliant on the fact that he trips up on Leviathan. So let's assume he does Chimera on Leviathan. Well, he might not even do Chimera on Leviathan, he might do Profundity. Either way, I'm kind of dependent on him needing to multi-shot that and failing. But I don't see that being the case. Maul's Relic 1, so not great. I mean... just for giggles. And by the by, this is probably the worst team to take it in because of the out-of-turn attacks, but as I said, why not? It's actually pretty funny, that scene. Maul have a temper tantrum and then Savage just goes in and one-shots him. Visually, that was quite cool. Yeah, I don't think they'd have stood a chance anywhere, to be fair. Didn't know those packs were in the store. That's not bad. I don't think I need them right now, but it's still nice to see they're knocking about. But yeah, oh, I think I may have just confused the game. I accidentally launched the game as I was logging out of the EA app. I don't know what happens here. Yeah, exit game. There we go. Solved the problem for me. Right. Do I play any other EA games besides Star Wars? Not really. I used to play Battlefront. So I was thinking of playing it last night, if I'm going to be honest, but I just didn't feel in the mood for it. Yeah, I think I may have broke the app. Are we playing nice? Hopefully we're playing nice. Yeah, we're on Crimson. All good. Okay, we got rank 2 there. I do think I need some Carbonites here, so I'm just going to check C. Yeah, I've only got 50 here. That was good. 350, that feels, you know, decent value. I mean, I got the 20 and the 30% chance. I think it'd be greedy asking for the 5%, so I'm okay with that. Kind of tempting to go for those as well, if we're being honest. I mean, you got the low end of getting anything decent, but I always find impulse is such a pain. Yeah, I wish I could say the same. My numbers, I've got 40 girders, 40 impulses. I mean, the 40 girders are for Revan and Malak, but I obviously need more impulses. Speaking of which, all right, so no big surprise. We've got a tough opponent here. Let me just bring up the compare. Yeah, I've bought a few keypads on Tem in the last week. I'm pretty much using my entire raid rewards. It's not fun. Now, this one caught my eye because one, the guild. So, Mighty Chlorians, it's one that I've seen around. And I just look at some of the names here. We've got Rambam. We've got Kate. Obviously our opponent today, Mace Windon't. Ranger. Gavin Mothma. Actually, is that a default name? I think that's a default name now I'm thinking about it. I feel there was one more. Yeah, Essex. I'm going to say Essex is here. So, yeah. Quite interesting as far as it's obviously not a... If you're in a guild like this, you're not a bad player. And then when we look at the stats, it backs that up. So 10.4 to their 12.4. We are 256 to 326 Zetas, 26 to 32 Omicrons. They've got all the GLs to my 6. Ralix 165 to 249. And the R5's 140 to 216. Big gap there. But then the bit that stings me the most, 4125 pluses to 100. Easily there win the bracket here. 20 plus mods, 169 to 402. Again, that stings bad. And then 15 plus is 315 to 784. So, yeah, we're getting absolutely slaughtered on the comparison. Datacrons, way more rerolls. So yeah, I feel like I've got cause for concern here, and rightfully so. Looking at the speeds, nothing here seems out of the ordinary, especially considering the meta. I think Mon Mothma and Luthien make sense. So yeah, the toughie. This is what we're expecting. Gungans, Sith Empire, Afra, Queen Amidala, Lord Vader, Rey, DTMG, Starkiller, Finn, Tusken's Trench. Exactly, yeah. Definitely better to work out what they don't have. So, let's see how it goes. So they did full clear, but by banners, they had a bit of a problem somewhere. So, 3 attempts on Rey. We'll take that. I'll just move my cam over here. It took 3 attempts on my Ewoks again. They are doing brilliant, by the way. They had a hold last week. They had a bunch of holds in the first week as well. Finn Zori, though, I'm covering that up. 5 holds. That is the first time they've tripped someone up like this for a while, so I am really pleased with that one. Batwall, no trips. Fair enough. Fleet Wall. They did trip up on my Mace fleet. We'll take that. By the way, it was a trash Fleet Wall, but simple reason, I was thinking to myself, I want to go heavy offense. Yeah, I'm not anticipating an easy round offensively here. So, let me have a look. We've got Afra, we've got Malgus, Gungans, and Queen Amidala. Right, I'm just looking for the sheet. Alright, lines up. We've got Lord Vader with the Garchron, which I haven't faced yet. Okay. We've got DTMG. We've got Starkiller. Ooh. I wouldn't mind. I've been bigging this guy up. And rightfully so. I feel like I'm in the guild like that. You deserve a bit of bigging up. And then you see that and it's like... I don't get it. Anyway, we got Rey as well. Let's just check that's what they're doing. Yeah, that lines up. So, I mean, genuinely, I don't know what the crack is. I don't know what is going on in their head there. I mean, I'm not comfortable still because I've got a lot of off-meta counters around here, but we'll have to see. It could be that they've full cleared me and I can't full clear, so I've got to still be careful here. I mean, you're saying you think that is actually a team mole? Like, it isn't a mistake? I'd have thought if you were trying to do something like that, you would... Yeah, I was going to say it's got to be, surely. I mean, an entire unit gets shut down. Either way, it's strange. I don't think there's any way around it. It just feels strange. Alright, let's get cracking. We've got JML just chilling here. Let's do 1, 2, 3, and 4. What's got protection? Not entirely sure I want to use this, but it does line up pretty well. mean, it might shut them down, but you lose a lot more in the process, surely. You know, if you try and shut down one counter by doing that, you might as well just run EP Mara with a bunch of Empire rather than Starkiller. Because you don't get the 70 speed or anything. Okay. Alright, I'm feeling kind of glad that Revan's here. Let's pass that to Shaq. Right, stuns. We'll take. I'm really trying to just take this as slow as I can to make sure I don't misplay. Oh, wow. That just felt like horrendous RNG. Yeah, you know what I said about maybe we don't clear full clear? At this rate, we don't get through the wall. Because if I can't beat Lord Vader, I'm out. So, Blacker feels like a Hail Mary here. I've got Plocron, it's just on defense. Yeah, Lord Vader. Then Armor can make it more secure. I don't think we do it though. I mean, I don't have an attack again, Crom, but I think I just have to stick with what I've got. Plus, that feels kind of impactful, shutting down the attack again mechanic. Let's just stun there, I guess, just to get a stun out. Alright, Slacker can ult. It's all about can he survive. Yeah, crew's not long for this world. I'm going poke for the simple reason I don't want all those out-of-turn sacks coming my way. Alright, we've got one ult again. Oh, nearly. Not nearly enough. Yeah, this one's over. I'll go for the north wall. I'll just see if we can clear that through, but we're out here. Yeah, there might be an argument to that. I was going to say, Gassy Baby, you're coming up for play. I mean, horrendous banners. And I'm not expecting much better here, if I'm going to be honest, because when I was writing all this down, this felt like the worst possible counter. Like, if you thought I was doing bad before taking Raver in against Malgus, this one's like... I've actually checked it this morning just to double check it, and I'm still not convinced it's a good idea. I don't know why I'm feeling that way though, because I'm sure I've done it recently. It just feels sketchy as all heck. Maybe it's because of the Gungan relic levels, it just gives me the EBGBs. Let's just base it. Yeah, this playlist does have some decent songs at times. I say that as if I haven't put them on there. Alright, let's do that. Still gotta hit Phalanx, and still gotta hit Jar Jar. Let's just slam the ground a minute. Cheers for the update. I'll probably still be knuckling down with this round then. Alright, Jojo's got 5 bars of health. That can't be a bad thing. They really wanted Bastila. And that was some determination from the AI to get her out. Certainly sounds something. Alright, 1 bar of health, Jar Jar. Getting better protection. Come on. Just taking a bit long now. I was going to say, come on. Ooh. I haven't seen it, but I imagine there's someone out there who can say it happened. There's an increased chance on Separatist enemies, if I recall correctly, so that would make sense. Wow, I'm close to timing out. I'm going full auto. It felt like it had been going on a while, but I hadn't realised how much it had been going on. Yeah, but you kind of just a few seconds late there, Beef. I sensed it too late. It just took so long getting through Jar Jar. I mean, we got 4 out, I guess. Just Tarpals to go. I also don't know what to throw at that. Let's just do Bane here. Yeah, it's not the nicest of feelings. You just look at it and you go, could you not give me a bit longer? Yeah, is it weird I was thinking along those lines? Just something absolutely trashy I wouldn't think to use elsewhere? Alright, apparently Tarful's not liking Karth. Maybe he got the memo on the Datacron coming up. Thought I'm getting him before that starts hurting me. Yeah, I don't think he had time to cook there, if we're being fair. Yeah, sod it. Yeah, bad timing. I saw it just as I clicked enter battle. Well, someone was naughty and increased my cooldowns then. I know you've been waiting for that Osprey. Alright, screw it. I ain't winning this one. I'd rather lose in a round when I don't need to win it. You know what I mean? Like, we've already lost, so I'd rather lose it there. I'm going to just drop a DM, though. Yeah, that's what I'm asking. I mean, honestly, if he doesn't reply, fair dues, but it's one of those where you just think, what was the thought process? Yeah, I mean, that's it. It doesn't work all the time, but I thought I might as well give it a go. Not like I've got anything to lose. But yeah, that is me done for Swaggo today. Can't say I've got much to do either. It's not like I could... If I went to Marvel Snap, I've got like 2 missions to do and that's it. So I do think we just raid on. I think that's the logical thing. Yeah, it's not like I've got a wealth of things to do over there. Here we go. Let's go to RSG. If anything, I want to ask him about his guild mate. Alright, so I'll be back tomorrow night now. We'll hopefully have a better GAC, because honestly these two were a bit demoralising. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you all then, folks. Alright. Like I say, I'm going to pop in the chat because I want to ask Ranger if he knows his guild mate. But yeah, see you then, folks. Bye for now.
Unlock S-Files and assume attack position.
Red button standing by. Red box standing by. Big red standing by. Red